Hello friends, I'm BD from Team Allius, and in this video I'm going to be starting my very own Minecraft resource pack for vanilla Minecraft version 1.8.3, which at the time of this video is the current version. I'm going to be starting with the dirt block, and if you're interested then stay tuned. I'll be making all of the textures in Adobe Photoshop, starting out with a canvas sized 512 by 512 pixels, because it allows me to get lots of detail in. But I'll be scaling the finished images down to 256 by 256 pixels, as it's a lot more manageable in size for Minecraft. I'll also be making lower resolution versions once the resource pack is completed for those of you who want to use these textures but have difficulties with high resolution resource packs. So, moving on to my first texture in the series, the dirt block. Taking a soft round brush, I just rough in some of the shapes to get an idea of the general look I want. And then using the offset settings under filter, I check that everything lines up properly. You'll see me do this again at the end, as it's very important to make sure the textures tile seamlessly, otherwise it won't look very good, it won't look right at all. After that I go back and refine the shapes, adding some more details and start to block in some colour, starting with the ledge and the centre shape. I start messing with the shading, trying to get a feel for what I'm going to do with the whole piece in general, but in the end I didn't really like that shading, and you'll see later on I go back and change it to a more flat blocky style rather than that soft shaded you can see there. I try to use different shades of brown for each shape to add a bit of variation. I want it to pop out and create a bit of depth in the texture so it doesn't look too flat or boring. I know it's just dirt, but you know, it's still got to look good. You're going to be staring at it for a long time if you're playing Minecraft using it, so you know, you don't want some rubbish looking piece of brown blob. So I roughly block in lighter shades of brown on the top parts, and then use a darkest shade to refine and tidy up the shapes. Once that's done, I start to add in a lighter shade on the edges to help really pop things out a bit more. At first I had some troubles with the thickness of the lines on the highlights, but quickly figured it out and went round some of the edges with it. Using the same colour, I pick a softer brush and roughly blob in some texture and lighting before fixing it up again with the darkest and lightest colours. Then I grab a large textured brush and just blob in some more texture just randomly all over the place, using different shades of brown and then messing with the layer settings to just really bring the whole thing together. I pick a couple of nice greys to do the little stones and a darker brown to fix the area behind them. At this point I'm almost finished and I go through the whole texture, adding little flecks and cracks and just really bring the whole thing together and add some more detail in. Finally, I use the offset setting once again just to make sure everything lines up right and the texture tiles correctly. Unfortunately it didn't, and there was a fair amount that needed fixing, but it wasn't too difficult and I managed to get it looking nice and smooth in the end. So there we have it, my first texture for this resource pack. Here's some footage of it in game. It does tile a little too obviously, but I think that's down to the grain pebbles. I might change those at some point, but apart from that I'm pretty satisfied with how it turned out. As you can see, after fixing it with the offset setting, it now tiles really nicely, and of course the top and sides don't tile together, but that's okay. I mean, if you look at other resource packs like Sfax or something, most of those don't tile like that either, so the tops and the sides don't really match, but the sides tile, so to be honest that's all that matters to me. One thing I did notice, and it was a complete accident but it is really cool, is if you dig a hole or surround yourself in dirt and look up with this texture, it actually looks sort of 3D. Like the bits further away look like they're really popping out, and that was like complete coincidence, but I thought that was really cool. But that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, then give me a thumbs up by clicking the like button, or leave a comment below to let me know what you think of my lovely, lovely dirt block. This series is a complete experiment. I have no idea what to expect, and I really wanted to try something new. Maybe you can even suggest what block you'd like to see me work on next. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to the Team Allius channel for more videos from myself and my lovely ladies. But until next time, take care. Bye! It looks good enough to eat. Chocolatey dirt.